Welcome back. We are here at MJ Harrington and Company in Newport, and joining me now is the owner of this fine establishment, David Lantz. Welcome.
Welcome to you, Lynn.
Thank you for hosting us.
Our pleasure.
It is beautiful. The redesign of the shop is stunning. Everyone should come in and see it.
We were very excited to make some significant changes after almost 20 years, and it happened to be our 65th anniversary. So that was the motivating factor.
Well, it's beautiful. Let's talk a little bit about the Mother's Day contest.
The Mother's Day contest. That has been a really fun and meaningful event for the last 21 years. This is our 21st year. It began when our older daughter, Katie, was in the 4th grade. And I spoke with her art teacher about the prospect of having a design contest, and she encouraged me to move forward. She spent some time with the kids. They all created a design. One of those children won the contest, and we crafted that design that first year, and so there was one winner. And we realized that this was something that had a special meaning. So we began including other schools, and we've included up to 11 schools in 1 year, which was really a significant event for all of us at the bench to be able to complete 11 pieces by Mother's Day.
You do one for each school.
Each school has a winner.
Oh my, that's so
now
generous.
now we've sort of grouped schools together because some of the schools are smaller, or regions are included. We don't want to leave anyone out, but we also found it's hard to do 11 pieces at a time of year when we're also very busy creating a lot of Mother's Day gifts anyway. But it's such fun, and it is truly meaningful, I think, for the kids, especially for us. When we see the piece, we see the message that's shared, and then I often hand engrave the special message if the child has something written on it, and I copy their handwriting. So it really makes it fun for me, and I know the parents think the world of these pieces.
Well, I'm sure the moms have shed many tears over the years after seeing that right in front
I think,
of them.
it becomes in many cases the most important piece in their collection of jewelry.
Absolutely.
It carries all of that fun that goes with a child's creation and a winning design all together, and for the rest of their lives. It's very, very,
It's
very
really
meaningful.
special. So you're in the decision-making process right now, looking at all those cute drawings.
We are, and I don't get very involved in the final decisions because I know too many of the people, and I recognize the names. So I find it better to rely on some of the other staff that may not be as familiar with some of the names they may see, and so then we really get a good general read. But the designs are phenomenal, really neat thoughts, the way you just see how each child is very, very unique and individual, and what they come up with and how they respond to the whole theme. So it's one of our most fun events of the year. I really enjoy it a lot.
I didn't realize it had been going on for that long. Yeah, that's quite a legacy. Well, and that's something we should point out about your business, because you do custom jewelry. Besides the Mother's Day, if you want if you've always wanted that pendant with, a heart and all your kids' birthstones, you can come in and do it.
Absolutely, and we enjoy doing that sort of work, and it helps us to create something that's very unique, specifically to your request or the request of someone in your family, so the end result is something that is truly one of a kind and represents you and your family and your particular taste in jewelry and fashion. So.
I think that's a nice gift for someone who you feel like you've given everything to. I mean, I'm not so young anymore, and I've had a mother in my life and a mother-in-law in my life for a very long time. What do you give them after all these years? But I think something like that would be ideal.
It allows you to come up with something very unique and ultimately really special.
And that's a lost art form too. You must have some pretty fine metal smiths.
We're very fortunate. We got a couple of very talented goldsmiths on staff, Kenny Bergeron and Tom Armstrong, and I fill in the blanks. I spent a lot of time at the bench earlier in my career, but these guys are at the bench exclusively and do some wonderful work. I'll probably participate in the Mother's Day contest and do a couple of the designs, but they handle the day-to-day operations and do a terrific job.
What kind of schooling does that take to be a jewelry designer?
Well, Tom began as a 16-year-old in high school and worked for a manufacturer, and he began as a polishing in the polishing room, which is sort of the entry part of it, and quickly worked into the skills of operating the goldsmith's tools, the torch, and the different hammers and saws and all that go with it. And he's been at the bench now for close to 40 years.
Oh my goodness.
And Kenny is a younger version of Tom, and mostly self-taught, working with us. And he's had the privilege of working with Dave Ernster, a former member of our staff who's a very gifted goldsmith. And then he's worked with Tom and with myself and then gone off to some schooling. So most of it is really on-the-job training, I think.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that's wonderful. Good. Well, good. Well, best way to come check out the new design, look at all the custom work you do. You've got estate jewelry here, everything from Pandora bracelets. You have it all. I mean, in the way you've designed it, it's just tremendous.
Thank you. We try and cover about every element you can possibly think of in the world of jewelry and fine
And
gifts.
gifts as well, too, clocks and pens and those nice things that we can get engraved. Well, thank you for hosting us.
Well, thank
and
you,
it's
Lynn.
been a pleasure to talk to you, and we'll catch you on another show.
Wonderful. Thanks
Thank
again.
you, David. When we return, Lisa Oren will tell us all about a new service and company in our area, A Lighter Care.